Hey everybody, Steve Gresham here, and I'm the founder of BEV360, and I've got Jeremy McNeely, who does all the incredible lowering of the bills at paylessforyourbills.com, and I have Dustin and his mom, Theresa, who are partnering up to do this. She's actually an award-winning sales person in the printing industry, got a national sales award, incredible. And she said, I've got this dream of working with my son. Well, I just want everybody for this little training here just to kind of talk for a second about why you're excited about this. Theresa, you're just starting to get involved with this. Dustin, he just brought a company on with 125 employees, plus they own hotels. They're very interested. I'm sure we're going to get a deal there. And it creates residual income. The companies who provide the benefits win. We win. The reps win. The businesses win. And the employees win. Everybody wins, which is very rare.
Yeah, Steve. I mean, how could you not be excited? Not only are we helping companies provide benefits for their employees, which is so expensive these days, to not only do that, but then to turn around and help them save money on their bills that they didn't even know they could get into those savings. It's just great. Any business owner I talk to about it is always does the how can I find out more about that? This is a real thing, and it's great. I love providing
And that
this
part is
type of
so
thing.
easy. It's just getting the people on the calendar to meet with Jeremy and his team at paylessforyourbills.com. Theresa, you're just now having the first meeting with me. You've watched a couple of videos,
Yes.
and you're a master salesperson. You've been doing it for a long time. You're extremely good at it. Why are you considering, starting to work with this?
Well, Dustin and I have always had kind of this dream, Steve, to kind of work together and partner up, have it be, I don't know, selling houses or doing something. So I think we're finally hitting that time in our lives where it's like, let's do this. And, I work with a lot of businesses, a lot of people, they become friends, and you hear their stories about spending the medical expenses, and somebody's in the hospital, they need help. And this just is amazing program, and it saves money. Why wouldn't you do it?
Well, I'm doing it because I help businesses save money, and then we can also help the reps earn a nice residual income and earn a nice commission. So I mean, it's one of the few things I've actually enjoyed doing the past few years is actually going into a business, and you're not costing them money, you're saving them money,
Yes.
and that's actually really nice to be able to do that for people. So
And you're an expert and leader in the merchant services business for many years. How many years have you been doing that?
20 years been doing merchant services.
So for people who don't really know what that means, like what's the fifth grade?
Yeah, merchant services is a generalized term for anything that has to do with your point of sale when you go into a business, whether it be the little handheld you see at the countertop when you go buy something at a convenience store. That's merchant services. So when you stick your card in the machine or you do the chip reader, I provide those services. And then,
And how
of
do you
course,
save people money? How do you save business owners money with that?
well, when I go into a business, obviously they've already got a credit card, and so I come in there and I would ask to look at their statement and let me do a free cost analysis and do a breakdown and see where I can trim the fat and save them money. And then I come back with a proposal saying I can save you, several $100s a month by switching to your credit card services. The benefit of it is that I'm going to cost them less to accept credit cards, as well as getting equipment if they need it.
And what are some of the really big savings that you get? Like what types of bills do you get big savings on for companies?
The biggest ones are going to be merchant services because, the average business, I mean, that's all the revenues flowing through that credit card machine. Payroll is another big one. Fiber optics, telecommunications. If, the bigger the company, the more phones and internet services they have. So those bills can be in thousands of dollars in savings. Trash, security systems. Almost every business has a security system. And then also, as a courtesy, when we do a business, I don't even think Theresa and Dustin know this, but we do the residential bills of the owner as a courtesy. So they can submit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Because
That's a bonus.
why not? We're already talking
Right.
to the owner. And
Right.
so, they have the exact same bills that the business does,
Right.
so we will do those for them as well. So it's a dual added benefit on that respect.
Wow.
And then
Yeah.
now when you combine this, that's paylessforyourbills.com, everybody. And all you have to do is be an agent with us. And then
Right.
you can start putting businesses on the calendar with Jeremy. He does the initial thing. He and his team will go and do all the work. And one thing that we hear from a lot of businesses, well, we just renegotiated. We're pretty good at that. We don't think you can save us money. Jeremy, can you give an example of one of those scenarios?
What Steve just said, that they just redid their contracts, and actually the Catholic high school come to mind. So the Catholic high school was one of those where they had redone their, they had fiber optics, and they also had a significant security system with cameras all around the school and everything. And they had like within that year had redone that. And I still was able to get them, total $186,000 for the school. But I think for the fiber optics, it was like 24,000. And then the security system was like another 20,000. So, I mean,
yeah, I remember one of our reps, Rachel, she had it was like a pediatrician or something like that. And they had said, well, we just did this, so I'd be happy to help you, but we just did this. She said, well, you got nothing to lose. I mean, we have the secret sauce here. Why not just turn over the bills and let them try? And we still got them $24,000 in savings after they've renegotiated.
Yep.
So Jeremy he's the best. You're in great hands. We've known each other since we were 15 years old. And that's 40 years.
Yep. Steve gave you rides home, and we listened to jazz on the way home in his car.
I'm a sax player. We listen to jazz. So, Theresa, this is our first time really talking together.
Yes.
What's your overall impression about this? Are you excited? What's going on?
I am excited. I think that there's so much more into this that is just, I don't know, it seems easy, which is kind of like, whoa, you go, whoa, is it this easy? But it really is. It really is. I mean, if you really break it down, start going through it, you practice it, and it's a no-brainer.
That's great. Well, thank you, everybody. I'm sure everybody would enjoy. If you're thinking about getting involved with BEB360, Pay Less for Your Bills, it's very simple. Get with your person who referred you and get started today. And we'll see everybody over the top. God bless.